Chuba. Credit to Wisconsin. I thought they did some things, wore us down a little bit. Some guys got banged up for us on defense, came out of the game, got it to overtime and just couldn't get the stop, and then couldn't convert one of those plays at the end. So disappointed for our guys. Proud of the effort that they did give. A lot of things that we've talked about were significantly improved, but just wasn't quite enough in a close ball game.
Hey, Matt, that sequence at the end, how did you want to work the clock in the last minute there when you didn't get your full set of plays there at the end?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we got into field goal range first. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that we had a chance to get down. We were going to take one shot at the end zone. Kind of akin to last week. I felt good about the kick. I wanted to make sure he got in range to make the kick, give him a chance to take a shot at the end zone and go from there. So, looking back, maybe should have called that earlier. So maybe we had two shots at the end zone. But I know a lot of people ask me why I didn't just run the ball last week and kick it last week. So, I thought we had a good play there. Billy, he gave Billy a chance, kind of the same thing we did before the first half, and then kicked it. So we got big, ran the ball because we wanted to make sure that we were within range, and then got the first down. But that was really kind of the thought process.
How did you think Chuba played, and just how many plays did you feel like you had at the end to run it overtime, getting all the plays you had?
All the plays. I'm sorry.
All the plays you guys played throughout the regulation, but how did you think Chuba played?
I thought Chuba played really well. One play along the sideline where, maybe it was an interception, the ball went out of bounds, but I thought he protected the football. I thought he pulled the ball down when they went to run. I thought he converted third downs. I thought he was hot in the first half. He thought he ran the football. We didn't call a lot of designed quarterback runs or anything like that, but he was doing a nice job, in my opinion, of just, if it wasn't there, pulling the ball down and going. So, obviously we hit a little bit of a lull there at the beginning of the second half. That's, kind of watching them. That's kind of what they've done to people, and but found a way at the end to go make some plays. So for his first start for us, this year, I thought it was really something to build on.
Coach, what was the biggest issues, I guess, where you scored 14 right away, and there's that lull, like you said, just what was going on?
Yeah, I think we moved the football. We moved the ball down. Had 4th and 1. Didn't get the 4th and 1. This was a game, right? I thought, hey, I'm gonna probably collect points, but basically there's not an analytic that doesn't say to go for them 4th and 1, and it's really less than 1. So disappointed that we didn't get that. That's a play that to win these games, come to Madison, win these games, I think you got to get. I think that certainly would have helped us, right? It's like it's 14-0. I think it was 14-0. Forgive me if I'm off, but 14-0. You get that 4th and 1. All of a sudden now, that can kind of sometimes be the backbreaker. And plus, we're still a little bit further out. Come down at the end, you go to kick the field goal at the end. You take one shot. Try Malachi in the corner route. It's not caught. You go to kick the field goal. It's not quite there. So I thought those things were pretty good. And then just unfortunately, some of the plays we tried to be aggressive on. Run a reverse. They hit it for a loss. Wanted to give the guys a chance to make some plays. And just didn't quite make them. So a lot of the ball game was being played because some of the punt returns on our side of the field. So a couple times, I punted even with 7 minutes left. That's a tough decision right there analytically. The book probably says to go for it, but I punted it, trusting our defense, and then we get the ball back, and we did. So, I made some tough calls there. But I think overall, they came out early on. They had some different things they did defensively. We really hurt those things, and they went back to kind of what they do. Some of the corner pressures bothered us, but I thought we made plays. And then just even at the end, those last 3 plays, right? We run a quarterback draw with an RPO. Corner comes, he side adjusts it. The guy knocks it down. Ball's just off Malachi's hands. Ball's just off Jalen's hands. So I think you saw a lot of things from Chuba in terms of his willingness to stand in there and compete. And so, we got one game left. I would love to see those guys. I think we put the tough thing. It's hard to say this when you lose, right? But we're pulling a lot of things together. The quarterbacks. I don't know. Do we have a turnover tonight? Yeah. Yeah, at the end, yeah. So, but in terms of throughout the course of the game, I thought we protected the football, and but just wasn't quite enough.
When did you know that Heinrich wasn't going to be able to go?
He could go. Like it's kind of like I said to you guys on Thursday. Like he was in uniform, hadn't really practiced, and was kind of been out there on a limited basis. So it made sense to put Chubb out there and let him play. And I thought he had a good week, and I liked the way he looked last week. And he certainly came out like gangbusters and got us going. But I think even in the interim on the plays where we didn't quite get, I wouldn't put any of that on him. I thought he did a really nice job tonight.
How much did Mordecai hurt you guys?
I think that's really when you go back and look at it, right? And the drives, the drives now run together for me. But we have the touchdown drive. I think for them to take the lead, it's like 2nd and 18, and we blitz and we hit him, and he shakes us off and runs. We're a team that prides itself on our defense, and the defense prides itself on tackling. And reverse that play, a lot of guys had opportunities to make some of those plays. And so, you talk about sometimes when we talk about momentum, we talk a lot about the offense and all those things. To me, defense, we could use a sack fumble. He ran a lot of quarterback draws tonight. Tony was blitzing them. He was twisting them. We would love to come off and make a play on one of those plays. So credit to them, though. Credit to Tanner. He made the plays at the end. I mean, it was when you think about it, it was a quarterback draw at the end that won the game for them in overtime that got them down there. And so that'll be frustrating for us. I thought we did a good job of stopping like the downhill runs, but Allen ran hard, and they made just enough plays on third downs.
Was that on that third down call? It wasn't a blitz, but what was the third down call when Mordecai went right up the defense?
I can't remember that right now. I'm sorry. You're talking about the very last one. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I'd hate to say that to you. Pretty much everything down the stretch was some version of a twist or a pressure, just because of kind of the number one play we were trying to stop after a while was just a quarterback draw. And I thought he did a nice job. 6 hit us across the middle several times in man. So they made the plays down the stretch. I mean, he's played a lot of football. He's in his 6th year. He came out to compete, playing with a broken hand, and he competed, and he made plays. So I got to give him a lot of credit.
Coach, what are the challenges now, just coming back, turning on a short week, getting back late, having to get your guys ready for another rivalry-type game the weekend on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty crushed right now. They're pretty crushed emotionally, and but that that's okay. It shows that they care, and it shows that they put a lot into it. And sometimes in life, we give up on our dreams, but the dreams never give up. Our dream never gives up on us. That's one thing I've always believed. And so, I'd love nothing more than to go out there with them on senior day and go battle a great Iowa team, a ranked team, and play them at home and try to go get a 6th win and go to a bowl game and extend this for these guys. But even if it doesn't work out, I'm honored to take the field with those seniors, and I'm honored to be out there with them. And they've wanted to win, and obviously when you want to win, you want to be tangible. But a lot of guys have done so many good things, and so we'll down the stretch, those last 2 balls. You think about those last 2 balls, the last 3 balls, right? They get thrown to 2 true freshmen, and Malachi and Jalen. And I put my arm around Jalen. I was like, that play's gonna come to you 1,000 times, and you'll make it. But those seniors are the ones who've built a culture where Gifford runs out and puts his arm around Jalen Lloyd. So I'd love to see these guys go play one last game. I'd love to see them, shoot. At the end of the day, we're 5-6 with a chance to go be bowl eligible, play a great Iowa team. I'm excited for them. We'll bounce back. These guys, they don't quit, and but they are hurting right now, and they are hurting right now, both physically and emotionally, and. But you know what? As I said, that's okay. That's part of life. We have to learn to not shy away from that, lean into it. And I bet you, Iowa's a really good team. I bet you these guys bounce back and they play hard on Friday.
I know you mentioned that 4th down decision early in the second quarter where he didn't get it, and it seemed like a moment in the game after that where Wisconsin kind of took some momentum. They had a touchdown drive after that. Have you seen your guys? Did you see your guys in that moment not react the way that you want to something that goes against them? It was obviously 14-0, everything was going your way until about that time.
Yeah, I didn't feel that. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it comes down to tackling, right? Like you make a tackle, you make a block, you cover a guy. I didn't think there was any lack of emotion or passion out there. I mean, I mean, our guys, we lost a lot of guys during the game. Guys were stepping up. We had, you have a true freshman out there who's redshirting, returning kicks. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there laying it on the line. So, I honestly think, Mitch, our guys like it when we go for it. They like feeling like, hey, we're trying to win the game. So, there's nothing that I think they would, that said that. I think you're facing a Wisconsin team that, I mean, what was the final score of the game, guys? 24-7. Yeah, I mean, take out overtime. They gave up. I mean, our guys on defense probably don't feel great about the game. They gave up 17 points, to a team that knows how to score. I mean, shoot, I think they just they made a couple plays, and we went into the lead. We went into the lead at halftime. Into halftime with the lead, excuse me. It's really more to me about just in the second half, just making a couple plays. I think they found some things that bothered us, and tempo runs with some routes and some shifts, and Phil Longo's a great offensive coordinator. They did some really good things, but I think Tanner made a bunch of plays. So I didn't feel that. I just thought that was part of the back and forth of the game. Like, to me, I always knew the game was going to come down to the last. I mean, I say that, I think that every week when you guys interview, I'm like, guys, we're going to play the game. It's going to come down to the very end. Like Nick comes through on the sack on second down, runs the guy over, kind of gets tripped up. He sacks that guy, all of a sudden they're out of field goal range, and it doesn't, overtime changes, right? Like, to me, it just came down to one play, very simply one play. And unfortunately, they made that play. Credit to them. But we'll be back, and we'll make those plays many more times than we don't. All right, thanks, guys.
Questions for Marquise? Marquise, what's the locker room like right now? What was going on?
Angry, sad, disappointed, any negative words you can think of right now. We work so hard, and you know, they got the upper hand on us tonight. That was it.
And Mordecai, just with his feet and some of the elusive plays he made.
You know, he's a very good quarterback. We knew coming into this game that he was going to be a guy that we were going to have to key on a lot. And, you know, he's a good player. He just made plays tonight. So, salute to him.
What was maybe your vantage point there in overtime when they hit a third down, they converted that, and then Mordecai kind of scrambled through there. What was your vantage point on those two plays?
Honestly, all anybody on that defense on the field at the time was thinking about was getting a stop and not letting them into the end zone. You know, it didn't work out how we wanted it to work out, obviously, but it's just a learning point from this point. There's nothing that we can do to go back and change now. We just have to take it to the chin and get better. We got a game next week, so.
Marquise, how'd you feel like you guys responded? When you speak to the defense or the whole team if you want, to the way that the game began. You're up 14-0, and did you feel like there was an opportunity missed to kind of put them away there, or at least build on that lead?
You know, they're a good football team. We knew once we got up 14 points that they weren't going to quit. And, you know, stuff happens. We didn't execute how we were supposed to execute, and league got away from us.
Speak to the way the fight that the defense showed and getting numerous, get at least 2 fourth-down stops in the second half where they get those, they're starting to pull away from you guys. How did you feel about the way the defense came up on those plays in particular?
I felt like that was the normal for us. You know, we play every play like it's our last play. And, you know, for me, it's more of a shocker when they get those type of plays with the guys that we have on our field with us. So, you know, we just got to double down on the process that we've been doing and just keep going.
You're pretty fresh, Marquise, but a lot of the guys around you have played all season long. You get the sense that folks are kind of getting the grind's kind of wearing everybody down physically.
Not at all. We practice very hard throughout the week. So, you know, a lot of guys would say practice is a lot harder than games. And I'm one to agree since I've come back. So I don't think it has anything to do with guys getting wore down or anything, especially from a defensive standpoint. You know, we just got to play better football. Appreciate you guys.
I know you wanted to learn most of the first off, take us through that touchdown. What happened? How you saw it?
It was a seam read. I just had to read the safeties, one high or two high. They played one high, so I kept it skinny. Bumped right off the corner. It was wide open. Just had to make a play on the safety and score.
What did you see out of Chuba tonight? Just what he brought to the offense and how he played?
Yeah, he played fantastic. I think all week in practice he looked great. So it was just when it comes to Saturday night, it's just the same thing. Nothing, no pressure on him.
What's his presence like in the huddle? You guys have had 3 guys there this year, and what is Chuba bringing that benefited you guys tonight?
I would just say preparation. I think all 3 guys are great leaders. Any of them could have led us to a great game today. Chuba stepped up and played a big role in our offense today.
What do you
think they just adjusted. They might have adjusted better than we did, but that's what I think happened. I don't think we stalled out or anything. It's sad right now. Of course, we want to win. You want to win every game you play in, but we just gotta get through it. What's next? Get to the next game.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
We'll get
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Guys are down, but we'll be all right. Come back next week. Still got one more.
How do you go about rallying after being at Iowa? It was a big game, but taking some pretty good punches here the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, you just play for each other and understand that, you know, we all have a limited number of days to play this game as it is, and you just got to take advantage of every single day and fight for your brothers.
Speaking of that, how'd you see the team, both offense, defense, and special teams rally around Chubb today?
Yeah, I mean, Chubb is such an easy guy to root for. He works his tail off, and yeah, I mean, I was really confident that the guys were going to support him and be behind him, and I think he did a great job.
anything else for Nick? All right. Thank you, Nick. Thanks.
So basically after the Maryland game, I had a talk with Coach Rule, and he basically was saying, like, he's like, "Are you ready to go?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." So we just got into it, started watching film, and then he told me that I was going to take all the first string reps for the game, or for practice, and just get ready for the game.
How did you feel that you played today?
I missed some throws. I'm pretty upset about that. But I was just going out there and just trying to play free. And coaches and teammates helped me get prepared for this game. For this game, I feel like they did a really good job of that. And so I just was going out there and just trying to play some football. So.
How did the stats of how you feel physically, your injury impact, whatever decision you had to make about whether you were capable of going for quarters tonight?
Yeah, I've been dealing with some stuff this whole entire football year. So like just going out there today and just trying to really push through what I've got going on. So I felt like I went out there and I didn't really feel it much, and just
I might feel it tomorrow, but just go out there and play some football and not worry about that.
Are you putting off surgery for this, or is it gonna be after the season?
Yeah, I mean, we got to talk about it. I mean, I'll probably talk to the trainers and stuff tomorrow. I feel pretty good right now, so we'll see what happens.
How'd you feel if those first two drives couldn't have gone any better? What was clicking for you, and what was the feeling offensively after that? I'm sure you felt like you could keep it going.
Yeah, the first two drives were awesome. I mean, we were moving. That first touchdown run, and then the next one was the touchdown pass. So, I mean, we had the juices were going. Then we just got back out there, and we're making some silly little mistakes that we got to fix. But, yeah, those first two drives were awesome. But, I mean, we got to capitalize on those and just keep doing that the whole game, all 60 minutes.
What was your sense of what, in overtime? You guys are going into that student section and that loudspeaker system. How challenging was that toward the end of the game?
For me, I mean, it wasn't really challenging. Like, I just went out there and just was breathing and just was calm. And I couldn't really hear anyone, honestly. I was just focused on the huddle and just talking to the guys in front of me and just getting the play call in and just going out there and trying to execute what we had called.
What did you see on those last two passes?
The last two, I think I missed Malachi high. I wish I can get that one back. Missed him high on that one, and then obviously on the last one, just trying to throw it to I think Jalen Lloyd coming backside on a dig, and missed him high as well. So got to make those throws and just watch the film. So.
Joe, how hard was this season for you? Just have to wait this moment to kind of get to this point to get this opportunity on November 18th.
Me and the QB room, we're so tight and we're always there for each other, So like the whole year, I had like positive vibes and just loving on them, and just Jeff Heinrich going back and forth with who's playing. So I was just helping them out. We're all tied together. I mean, we hang out all the time. So I mean, just this whole year, has been awesome. I think, obviously I haven't played a lot. I've been dealing with some stuff, but I'm super blessed for the opportunity that I had tonight, and the week of getting the reps and playing. So I'm just super excited and thankful for that opportunity.
Hey, Chubb, one more. Can you also speak to the situation at the end of regulation before the third down run that you had? It was about 40 seconds left, and it took some time for a play to come in. Are you looking at the sideline there for a play, for a potential timeout? Trying to get as many opportunities to the end zone before.
Yes, sir. Yep. We were gonna call one more shot play, and just either our guy gets it or no one gets it, and we called a play, and I feel like I tried to just throw it to make sure. I think it was to Malachi, if I'm correct. I threw it to him, and I just try to see if he can go get it. If not, out of bounds, and we'll kick a field goal. Thank you, guys.